It was a dark and stormy night. The wind was blowing fiercely, and the disciples were straining at the oars, desperately trying to make it to land. And suddenly they saw what looked like a ghost coming to them on the water. They cried out in fear. And Jesus said, "Don't be afraid, it's me." Peter then said, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," said Jesus. And Peter stepped out of the boat and began walking towards Jesus on the water. But then when he looked at the wind, he started getting scared, almost as if the wind was speaking to him. "Peter, you fool, it's impossible for you to walk on water." And beginning to doubt, he began to sink. Now, that experience of Peter, I think, is a wonderful picture of the Christian life, in which we walk by faith in things impossible. Well, that's what the world says. The world says, you can't believe these things. I mean, the Bible is a discredited book. Nobody believes that the world was made in 6 days. Ask any scientist. The world wasn't flooded by water in the days of Noah. Ask any geologist. Neither did Moses lead a couple of million people through the desert for 40 years. You ask any archaeologist. No, we are today enlightened, modern, educated people. And it is impossible for us to believe supernatural miracle stories like corpses climbing out of graves and people walking on water and virgins giving birth and all that kind of thing. Now, when we hear these voices coming to us through the winds of the modern media, we can get afraid. And sometimes we can begin to start sinking into that sea of doubt. What must we do? We must look to Jesus. What did he believe? Jesus believed every word in the Bible implicitly, including the creation, the fall, the flood, the Jonah and the fish, and everything else. He believed every word of it to be true and historical. We can follow him. Believe the words of the apostles. They knew Jesus. They were eyewitnesses to everything he said and did. They were with him for 3 years, and they wrote down carefully and accurately everything about his birth and death and resurrection and ascension and miracles. So, believe in the words of the apostles and prophets. Believe the teaching of Jesus and follow him and keep walking on the water. May God bless you.